Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral. We have with us Riya Singh, technical analyst, Currencies, joining in. Riya, let's start with the Indian rupee. Clearly, uh, the rupee is on a depreciating path, and this is in spite of the kind of weakness that we are seeing on the dollar. So we don't see any support that's coming in on the rupee's end as well. What would your take be, and what's your forecast?
If you look at the Indian rupee, I think the major reason why it has not been, benefiting from the fall in the dollar is because of the huge amount that the central bank, committed towards the government borrowing. So if you look at the OMO that it conducted as promised on the, mid-April, uh, it didn't actually went through the whole amount. It did a little less than the partial amount of the whole 25,000 crores. So I think there will be much more many more OMOs that will be conducted in order to commit to the 2005 crores package. And also, it is a fairly possibility that the central bank will continue to print money in order to support the government bonds, because the kind of bonds that the government has planned, or the momentum of the borrowings that it will be doing for the current year, is a huge amount, and it could go beyond the budgeted amount as well, because as we are seeing quite a spike into the the whole COVID numbers, and then there is lockdown measures again. So this will further push on the whole economic recovery and the growth that it has so far seen. So there might be a possibility that the government may surpass the borrowing targets as well, and to get this whole borrowing target funded. It will need the RBI support. So I think this is what has been weighing into the onto the Indian rupee. There are hopes that it could recover, pertaining to the recent amount by our Prime Minister, that the vaccination rollout will be now available for people beyond 18 years. So, but then how they will manage this whole drive, because taking into consideration the population that the India has. So if they are efficient into the whole rollout vaccination program, maybe positivity sentiment can pick up from that, but that is still a watch, and further down the line projections. So I think it will continue to remain under pressure, and the range that you can see into the Indian rupee, at least on a shorter term, will be around 75.50 to 74.35 range.
Right. So, Ria, that's with regards to where the Indian rupee is concerned. Now, if you talk about euro, that's gained the most against the dollar. Are you expecting these kind of gains to continue?
Euro can continue to have an upper hand against the dollar in the coming sessions, because the slowdown on the vaccination rollout that we were experiencing towards the end of the March, in the initial week of the April, I think they have picked up from those numbers. There is quite a good vaccination rollout numbers that have been coming out from Germany and the relative Eurozone countries. So I think this is what is playing out quite fairly for the euro, as well as there is forecast that the German numbers will come quite good in the coming days. So there is numbers that has been lined up, and the forecast with respect to the same is positive. So I think it will continue to play alongside the euro. So we can see some bullish leg to continue for the euro as well.
Right. So that's with regards to where the euro is concerned. Now, moving on to with regards to where the pound goes, it continues to hold stronger in spite of the Brexit backdrop. What's the reason for that, and how do you see the performance from here on?
I think even the like I said, the eurozones have been doing good with the vaccination success, and UK is also, it was facing quite short of vaccination, and plus there was a whole issue around the whole blood clot thing. So if you look at the current numbers, they have resumed the vaccination and the numbers have been quite good. There has been an optimism with respect to the pickup into the economic growth as well. And the Brexit has taken a back seat. The whole issue has taken a back seat for now, I think. And the whole fueling into the pound momentum is coming sharply with respect to the reinstating of hopes that there will be a sharp recovery in the UK growth, because they have recently started to open up the non-essential businesses as well. So the pickup pace and the gains may come early for the UK economy. And plus, if there was a sharp reduction in the corporation tax break as well in the UK budget, so this will give quite an investment spending into the hands of the into the investors there. So I think if it continues with a good vaccination rollouts and the numbers do come as expected, it will continue to give some gains. But I think if you look at the whole bullish leg that the pound has been given, it has rallied so much against the dollar that it might be stating that it is heavily overbought in the range. So the maximum, you know, uh, bullish leg that you can see could be around 105.25, 105.65. Uh, if it goes beyond that, then it will, such a strong hold against the dollar will definitely hurt the cross trade, uh, the cross trade scenario for the UK as well. So it would be a high time for the central bank to come and get the pound stabilized.
Right. So, taking the current backdrop into consideration, what would the strategies that you would recommend?
I think for the pound, if you look at the today's range, it has been in a heavily consolidated range. So look for a breakout of the range of 105.10 to 105, 104.60. If there is a breach on either side of this range, it will define the momentum ahead. So get into a short or a long strategy according to the breakout that the pound will give of these ranges. So 105.10, 104.60 is the range that you should consider for taking any position into the pound. You can for the rupee is facing quite a strong support around 74.90, 74.66. So if there is a fall into the momentum towards these levels, you should take it as an opportunity to go long into the pair, because it is most likely to test the highs of 75.15, 75.25. So whenever there is a backdrop into the rupee, go for a long, and 74.90, 74.60 will be a very good level to go long into the rupee pair. Uh, the You can go long into Euro INR as well. Look for a breach of 90.52 on the higher side for a target of 90.65, 90.85. Maintain a stop loss at around 90.35. JPY INR looks good as well. It has been it has been holding the support of the lower lows levels, and you can go long above 69.21 for the target of 69.35, 69.54. Keep a strict SL at 69.
Right. So, these are the strategies that one needs to follow as well in terms of where the currency markets are concerned. Thank you, Riya, so much for joining us on the show, and thank you, participants, as well.